The 2027 Toyota Grand Highlander stands as a direct act of defiance against the industry-wide stampede toward an all-electric future, carving out a sanctuary for those who refuse to let go of the visceral, mechanical soul of the internal combustion engine. While Toyota has fundamentally shifted the standard 2027 Highlander into a strictly battery-electric platform, the Grand Highlander remains the last stronghold for the traditional, fuel-loyal family hauler. This creates an immediate and undeniable rivalry within Toyota's own showroom floor, forcing buyers to choose between the cutting-edge, silent allure of the new electric Highlander and the proven, gas-sipping, long-range versatility of the Grand Highlander. You are likely wondering if Toyota is sabotaging its own legacy by splitting the identity of its most popular three-row nameplate, or if this dual strategy is actually the most brilliant move they have ever made to hedge against a volatile market. Is the Grand Highlander truly the ultimate sanctuary for the internal combustion engine, or is it merely a holdover waiting for the inevitable transition to battery power? The reality is far more interesting than a simple spec sheet comparison, and there is a hidden engineering reality regarding its long-term thermal management that you absolutely need to understand before you decide where to put your hard-earned money. The Grand Highlander has successfully carved out its own kingdom by mastering the art of the do-it-all machine, while its electric sibling is tethered to charging curves, charging port availability, and the pervasive reality of range anxiety. The Grand Highlander offers the raw, uninterrupted freedom of the hybrid max powertrain. We are looking at a formidable 362 horsepower and a massive 400 pound-feet of torque, providing the kind of towing authority that makes the electric alternatives look like toys when the trailer is hooked up and the road turns into a steep, grueling mountain pass. It is larger, wider, and more accommodating in that third row than anything else in its class, designed specifically for the American family that treats the interstate like a second home. This vehicle was not built to save the planet. It was built to save your road trip, keeping the refueling process to a 5-minute stop rather than a 40-minute, anxiety-inducing wait at a charging station. If you value this kind of unfiltered, deep-dive analysis that looks at the actual engineering behind the polished marketing hype, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as we are constantly digging into the technical nuances that dealerships hope you ignore. Toyota's logic here is rooted in the belief that the formula for a perfect SUV isn't broken, so they have focused their energy on perfecting the interior ergonomics and the tech suite to ensure it remains competitive against modern challengers. With a massive 12.3-inch touchscreen, wireless smartphone integration, and the latest iteration of Toyota Safety Sense, the Grand Highlander feels like a premium, high-functioning command center. It is a calculated gamble on buyer sentiment, banking on the fact that millions of families simply aren't ready to change how they travel or how they refuel. However, there is a subtle, almost invisible trade-off at play, because Toyota is maintaining this internal combustion platform alongside their massive, multi-billion-dollar electric investments. They are pushing the thermal management of these turbocharged engines to their absolute limit. Most mainstream reviewers will rightfully praise the towing capacity and the cabin silence, but they consistently overlook how this vehicle's complex cooling systems perform under the extreme, sustained loads of a heavy summer haul. When you push the Grand Highlander to its absolute limit, fully loaded with gear, cruising through high-altitude terrain on a scorching July afternoon, you will encounter a specific, nuanced performance drop-off that the shiny brochures will never mention. It isn't a mechanical failure, but it is a noticeable shift in how the hybrid powertrain manages its power delivery as the internal engine temperatures climb. This is the hidden flaw that I promised to address, and it represents the inherent ceiling of the non-electric platform in an increasingly demanding, high-performance market. Understanding how the vehicle handles this heat-soak phenomenon is the key to determining if it truly fits your specific lifestyle or if the future-proofed, zero-emission technology of the new electric lineup might actually be the better long-term investment. If you are planning to keep this vehicle for a decade of heavy family use, this performance signature is the missing piece of the puzzle that will define your ownership experience. And it is the primary reason why this rivalry between the traditional Grand Highlander and the new electric generation is so much deeper than it first appears on the surface. You now have the full picture of why this SUV remains a massive gamble, and why the choice between traditional and electric has never been more consequential for the American family.